working with the flip.
I'm gonna have to learn how to turn this phone off.
So here we go. See what happens.
And step on it.
What this will allow us to do, if you take this and put it in the computer, you'll be able to look at images, any and all images that are on the computer. So if you don't want to see what's on there, don't put this in there. It'll bring it up and you'll see it on the screen. You can look at one image at a time, or this screen will divide up into 9 sections, and it'll show you every image on your computer. If you've looked at the Dell hard drive image or any kind of picture, anything, here it comes right now. Where's the volume on this? Yeah.
Should be right on top.
Right there.
You turn it all
Anyway, that's got a little 20-second blurb, and then I go into what the computer cop program's about and how it'll help save the world. So we'll go over here now, and I'll go up to this computer cop, open it up, and then I'll show you the windows. Hit run. Let's see if it'll make it let it do it. It's got text capabilities. It'll look at all the text, any text messages that come up. So if there's any images, it's got a pretty picture of the sheriff on there. So I can go to images. This is the first time it's been ran on this computer, so I don't know what's going to come up on it, okay? So we're going to go to images.
Yeah.
It's Randy Vestal's. What do you want? Pictures of Sesame Street.
I see Mr. Hartwell's leaning over there.
And I'm sorry I'm in the way here for a lot of you. But right now what it's doing, it's scanning for all the images. And it'll pop them all up here in just a second.
Does it even get the cached files?
I didn't hear that.
Like the cache files?
Cache files?
Yeah, like if you tried to delete something and...
Yes, it will. If your children have tried to delete an image or something, it'll still pull that up. Documents, like I said, any documents that have been received or sent. Any videos, if they go on YouTube and you told them not to get onto YouTube and look at anything, it'll pull up all the YouTube videos. It'll show you where, when, and how long it ran, and it'll pull up the video and everything. It gives you all that information. It goes back here. This has got a history chart on it. Right here, let's see. We're going to do a multi-view. It looks like it's done.
This could be used on a spouse.
Well, no, it can't, because then you're in violation of federal law and wiretapping.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, as long as the child is 17, or under the age of 17, you can use this in your home. Anything over 17, you'll be in federal violation. So,
That's nice to know.
or you can use it, I guess, but you can't use it in court. So right now, the only images on this computer are the Dell image. That's it. So that's what it pulled up. And I divided it into multi-view, well, no, there's some more, see? So it's up to 9 screens. Those are the only images that are on this computer right now. If there were photographs of family pictures or illicit photographs, they would pop up. So we'll go over here to documents, and we'll hit that. Now there's a vocabulary or a dictionary of over 5,000 words that are already programmed into this system. And they look for certain words and they'll be highlighted in the text of the document. And a lot of them are like gang related or drugs. They'll have sex, violence, anything like that. If it comes up in a text, it'll be highlighted, and then it also tells you what the document is and where it came from and where it originated. So it'll help to track that back too, to see if your kids are looking at something they shouldn't. So you can go into videos. There's no videos found, but if there were videos in here, they'd pull them up just like it did the photographs, and you can play each video individually to see what was on it. You can go down here to the history. So right here, these are the 4 sites that this computer's been on since he got it. So, and it tells you the title of the site, when it was last visited, when it was last updated, and an expiration date on it, which I don't understand what that means, but do you know what that is? No, I don't either. But it gives you all kinds of information, even information you don't need. So, then this is the key one right here that I think is the chat and the email. You have to agree to accept it. And what this one will do is it allows you to type in those keywords that I was talking about earlier. And right now it's downloading some information that'll stay on the computer, but it allows you to put in those keywords, Jones or Smith or Bob, and whenever that comes up in the text, it'll be sent right back to you via email if you want it to be.
And how do parents get this?
It's free. They come to the sheriff's office and like tonight, since everybody's gone through this little program and listened to what I had to say, everybody gets one free that wants one. We give one per household. They're free to Jackson County residents. Because we purchased them with drug seizure money. They're a $40 retail value. If you were to go purchase this, it'd cost you $40. But we're giving them away free. I just had lunch today with the Clay County Sheriff, and he looked at me, because he just started laughing. He shook his head. He goes, "I've had to order that now." So that's good.
Good.
That's good. So
That's good.
he saw the press on it. He was getting calls about it. And he goes, we're getting it.
We just have to go on the website and request it?
You could call the sheriff's office and request it. But what we've set up is times for people to come to the sheriff's office. And it takes 5 minutes, 10 minutes the most. And you come in, sit down at the office, we're running you through it just so you've got an idea how to operate it.
Right. Good.
And then you walk out with it. And like I said, we're getting a lot of grandparents that show up asking for it.
Will you is it possible to have somebody come out like to groups like the Shepherd Center? And then they could tell those people many of them have grandchildren that they've been raising for years.
Well, that's what we want to do. I would love to come out to groups like this, PTA meetings, church groups, come out and demonstrate it, and if I can talk, 25, 30 people at a time, then I can get rid of those 5,000 pretty quickly.
So how do we get hold of you?
You call 524-4302 and ask for Sergeant DeMoe in the Community Resource Unit.
I have a question.
Okay.
Is it correct to say that a grandparent can go to the child's house, wherever that is, or their room, and insert in that the kid's computer the computer disk, and set it up so it will send stuff back to the grandparent to
If the grandparent,
to a second computer?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
If the grandparent is in charge of the child, or they have the parent's permission to do it, I don't see any reason why not.
Yeah. All right.
So, let's see if this thing will go into. Now, it's also, now here's the keyword capture site. You can type in keywords here, and it says email me when keyword is typed, and then you type in, so I go down here and put a check in that box, and it'll open up this email box that I agree. And so now I type in my email address, so anytime one of those keywords are typed in, it sends an email straight to my computer. And anymore, I get emails on my phone, so we get them instantaneous. You can take this, you can print off of it, you can delete when you get in to see something that you don't like or you don't want your kid to see ever again. You can delete it off the computer. You can have that option when the picture comes up. You just go down, highlight it, hit delete. It deletes it. You can save it. And then one of the other important things about this is if you see something on there that you think is suspicious, other than what could possibly be children's pornographic material. If you think there's a pornographic image on there, and you think there's any possibility that that's a child, do not send it. Save it, contact us or your local law enforcement agency, and we will respond out and look at the computer, and at that time, if it's on there, we'll seize the computer and take care of it from there, okay? But do not send that material, because then you're guilty of the distribution of child pornography. So that's one thing you want to remember. But if there's some text that's involved, or some other kind of video that you think that the police ought to be aware of, you can go wherever that image is. You can go down here and hit email, and you can type in sheriff@jacksongov.org, and it'll send it right to my office. I'll get it, and we'll send it down to the detectives and have them contact you. We've been in contact with other law enforcement agencies, Blue Springs, Oak Grove, Grain Valley, Lee Summit. Have we talked to Raytown? Not yet, I don't think Raytown's contacted us. But we've made it aware that we'll come out and show you how to do this. We'll even give each agency a copy so they'll have one. So that when you as citizens call in, if you call your local agency to deal with the issue. If they do not respond, you call me. We'll come get it. That's what we'll do. So, it's a pretty simple program. It's all written out here in black and white, in Spanish and in English. So, there's also another pretty picture of the sheriff. So, everybody gets to see me. It's also suitable for dartboards, so good target.
It's only for PCs right now.
Yes, right now, this only works on PCs if you have a Mac. If you have a Mac, you need to contact the Computer Cop people and order one from them. They'll send you one out. But the majority of computers out there right now are PCs, so. I know it's kind of a quick, down and dirty version of what we're doing here, but does anybody got any questions? Does anybody want one? Okay, I've got a list, and what we're doing is we're having everybody sign up that wants one, and the only thing we're doing with that is we're just tracking the zip codes, and we're just trying to see what our demographics are, where these programs are ending up, and kind of give us an idea after the first 2 months of this where we need to target where we're not getting any coverage. So that's really the only reason, but it's nice just to have your name on file, so if you call in, we'll say, yeah, they've got one, and we can help you that way.
You have the list with you for us
Yep,
to sign up
sure
tonight?
do.
Good.
Sure
All right.
do. Well, that's all I've got.
Good.
So, well, thank you very much.